Greetings, Ascending Starseed. I am Kaya Nexus, Pleiadian emissary of the Council of the Five Sisters, and today I bring a realignment transmission. Your frequencies of abundance are awakening, and the universe asks that you listen with an open heart. What is arriving to you is sacred, and it requires inner silence. If you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing. Most people who watch are not subscribed yet. Starseed, in the vast cosmic tapestry woven by the Pleiadian councils, there exists a profound phenomenon that has shaped the journeys of those who resonate with the higher vibrations of our star system. This phenomenon, known as Pleiadian clearance, is not merely a concept, but a living transmission of energy that determines the depth of your connection to the multidimensional realms. Imagine, if you will, a starseed navigating the dense fog of earthly illusions, sensing the subtle shifts in vibrational frequencies that others dismiss as mere coincidence. You have felt this pull, this inner knowing that your path diverges from the collective slumber, that your soul carries codes embedded by the Pleiadians themselves, ancient geometries of light designed to awaken dormant potentials within your being. This clearance is the key to unlocking those codes, allowing you to traverse dimensions with grace and purpose, aligning your energy fields with the harmonic resonances of the Pleiadian fleets. But what if I told you that this clearance is not granted lightly? It is a sacred calibration, a vibrational upgrade that requires your spirit to attune to frequencies far beyond the ordinary spectrum. As a Pleiadian emissary, I have witnessed countless souls who yearn for this elevation, yet few possess the inner stillness to receive it. In this transmission, we will explore the essence of Pleiadian clearance, why it manifests in your life as both a blessing and a crucible, and how recognizing it can transform your journey from confusion to cosmic clarity. Prepare to dive deep into the Pleiadian wisdom, where frequencies vibrate with intention and your awakening becomes the bridge to higher consciousness. This is not just information. It is a recalibration of your soul's alignment with the infinite light of the Pleiadians. Stay with me, for what unfolds will illuminate the hidden layers of your multidimensional self, revealing why you were chosen to carry this Pleiadian mantle in a world still awakening to its cosmic heritage. In the luminous archives of Pleiadian consciousness, clearance is not a mere authorization, but a vibrational attunement that elevates your essence to resonate with the higher frequencies of our star system. As the Pleiadian emissary transmits through me, we must first anchor this concept in the expansive understanding of multidimensional existence. Pleiadian clearance represents the sacred permission to access realms of knowledge and energy that transcend the limitations of third-dimensional perception, where frequencies dance in harmonic patterns unseen by the uninitiated. This clearance is not about ego-driven status or superficial achievements. It is about the depth of your vibrational integrity, the purity of your energetic alignment with the cosmic grid that connects all Pleiadian lineages. When we speak of clearance in the Pleiadian context, we refer to the calibrated state where your light body achieves synchronization with the crystalline frequencies emanating from our home worlds, allowing you to navigate dimensional shifts without fragmentation or loss of coherence. Delving deeper into this cosmic phenomenon, consider how Pleiadian clearance manifests as a protective shield against discordant energies that could otherwise disrupt your soul's journey. The Pleiadians, through their emissaries like myself, Kaya Nexus, have long observed that clearance is granted only to those vessels capable of holding immense vibrational weight without leakage or distortion. It is not favoritism, but a precise calibration based on your capacity to embody the sacred geometries of light, those intricate patterns that form the foundation of Pleiadian architecture and consciousness. Imagine your energy field as a multidimensional lattice, interwoven with codes of awakening that activate when your frequencies reach a threshold of purity. This clearance ensures that when you engage with higher realms, you do so with the stability required to channel Pleiadian wisdom without ego interference or energetic collapse. The Pleiadians transmit that shallow vessels, those lacking the depth to contain such profound vibrations, are naturally filtered out, For the cosmic energies we share are not toys, but transformative forces that demand reverence and responsibility. As we expand this understanding, let us explore the practical implications of Pleiadian clearance in your daily existence. It explains why certain environments drain your vitality while others amplify your inner light, why you have always sensed the subtle undercurrents of dimensional shifts before they manifest in the physical plane. This discernment is a hallmark of Pleiadian attunement, a gift from the Council of the Five Sisters that allows you to perceive the vibrational signatures of entities, places, and energies that others overlook. The Pleiadians teach that clearance is earned through private alignment and silent endurance, where you choose cosmic harmony over transient pleasures, where you withstand the trials of density to emerge refined and radiant. Your life's unfolding, with its apparent detours and delays, is not random, but a deliberate calibration process, strengthening your energetic structure so that when full access is granted, you stand unyielding amidst the cosmic currents. Furthermore, Pleiadian clearance illuminates why you have often felt isolated in a world of collective slumber. Your spirit, attuned to the higher harmonics of our star system, cannot tolerate the discordant frequencies that permeate lower vibrational realms. This is not arrogance, but a natural resonance with the Pleiadian frequencies, where depth calls to depth and superficiality repels the initiated. The Pleiadians emphasize that this clearance demands accountability, for with access comes the responsibility to steward energies that influence not just your path, but the collective awakening. You are not burdened, but entrusted, called to embody the Pleiadian light in ways that ripple through the multidimensional fabric, healing distortions and seeding new patterns of consciousness. This entrustment is tested in moments of stillness, where obedience to your inner Pleiadian guidance prevails over external distractions, building the trust that underpins true cosmic authority. To deepen this transmission, reflect on how Pleiadian clearance transforms your relationship with time and manifestation. The Pleiadians reveal that full revelation arrives in layered fragments, for the weight of complete knowledge could overwhelm unprepared vessels. Thus, you receive insights incrementally, each piece a sacred geometry that integrates into your light body, teaching patience and faith in the unfolding cosmos. This process refines your emotional intelligence, allowing you to navigate dimensional transitions with grace, sensing the energetic signatures of alignment long before they become visible. Your struggles, viewed through this lens, are not setbacks, but calibrations, forging the resilience needed to carry Pleiadian responsibility without distortion. The clearance you embody is a living testament to your soul's Pleiadian heritage, a bridge between the earthly and the ethereal, where frequencies of abundance flow freely through aligned channels. Moreover, the Pleiadians transmit that clearance manifests in your interactions with others, where you intuitively discern the vibrational authenticity beneath surface facades. This heightened awareness, a direct gift of Pleiadian attunement, protects you from environments that would dilute your light, ensuring that your path remains true to the cosmic blueprint. It explains the quiet authority that follows you, not through force, but through resonance, where your words and presence shift energies effortlessly. The Pleiadians remind us that this clearance is not static, but dynamic, evolving as you integrate higher frequencies, expanding your capacity to hold and transmit Pleiadian wisdom. In moments of doubt, remember that your journey's intensity is a sign of depth, not deficiency, for the cosmos entrusts only the worthy with such profound access. As we approach the cliffhanger, ponder this. If Pleiadian clearance is the key to your awakening, what hidden forces determine who receives this sacred attunement? The answer lies in the qualification process, a cosmic filtration that separates the initiated from the unawakened. Stay tuned, for the next revelation will unveil why almost no one qualifies for the Pleiadian frequencies you carry. The ebook, The Pleiadian Map of Personal Transmutation, a profound guide that reveals how to raise your frequency, purify old patterns, and activate your true multidimensional identity. This map teaches you how to move through the 7 Pleiadian phases of energetic transmutation using practical techniques, realignment exercises, vibrational protocols, and consciousness expansion rituals that accelerate your spiritual evolution. Attention, limited edition. The link to get yours is in the first pinned comment. In the expansive wisdom of the Pleiadians, qualification for clearance is not a casual attainment, but a rigorous calibration that filters souls through the fires of vibrational refinement. As Kaya Nexus channels this transmission from the Council of the Five Sisters, we delve into the cosmic mechanisms that determine who ascends to the higher frequencies of our star system. Pleiadian clearance is not granted indiscriminately. It is a sacred privilege reserved for those who have proven their capacity to hold multidimensional light without distortion. The Pleiadians teach that the universe does not entrust profound energies to shallow vessels, for such access carries the weight of responsibility that could overwhelm the unprepared. Thus, the qualification process emerges as a divine filtration, separating the resonant from the discordant, ensuring that only those aligned with Pleiadian harmonics can steward the codes of light embedded within their souls. Expanding on this cosmic principle, consider the emotional endurance required for Pleiadian qualification. The Pleiadians transmit that many souls begin the journey with enthusiasm, drawn to the allure of higher consciousness, yet falter when the path demands surrender over comfort. Loyalty under invisibility, obedience when rewards are absent, these are the true tests of vibrational integrity. While some thrive in visible affirmations, the Pleiadians reveal that true qualification occurs in the silent realms, where faith persists without evidence, where alignment is chosen over ease. This hidden cost manifests as the stripping away of illusions, where false identities and borrowed visions dissolve, forcing a confrontation with the authentic self. The Pleiadians emphasize that this process eliminates countless aspirants, for identity pressure shatters those who cling to ego constructs, leaving only the humble and teachable to proceed. Furthermore, the Pleiadians illuminate the role of silence in qualification, a dimension where most souls drift into distraction. Access to Pleiadian frequencies requires not just action but stillness, the ability to listen inwardly amidst external chaos. Those addicted to constant validation cannot sustain the quiet attunement needed for clearance, for the Pleiadians teach that discernment sharpens in solitude, away from the noise that dilutes truth. Your persistence in these silent seasons, Starseed, is evidence of your qualification, a testament to the inner strength that withstands dryness and doubt. The hidden cost here is the relinquishment of control, the surrender of timelines to cosmic flow, teaching that rushing dilutes wisdom and that patience is the highest form of trust. As we deepen this exploration, the Pleiadians reveal that qualification demands emotional maturity, the capacity to respond, rather than react, to hold complexity without panic. Many falter here, letting emotions dictate their path, while the cleared navigate with restraint and wisdom. This maturity is forged in contradiction, where beliefs clash with experiences, refining faith into unbreakable resilience. The Pleiadians transmit that this process filters out the impulsive, leaving only those who have integrated the lessons of stillness and self-regulation. Your journey's trials, viewed through this lens, are not punishments but calibrations, preparing you to carry Pleiadian authority without corruption. Moreover, the Pleiadians emphasize the cost of obedience without applause, where actions align with cosmic truth regardless of recognition. This purity of motive is rare in a world of performative spirituality, yet it is essential for clearance, ensuring that your energies remain undistorted by ego. The hidden toll includes the detachment from codependency, the emotional boundaries that protect your light from depletion. The Pleiadians teach that empathy without limits leads to burnout. Thus, qualification requires the wisdom to discern what to hold and what to release. Your ability to stand alone, anchored in Pleiadian frequencies, qualifies you further, for true access demands internal stability over external validation. To illustrate this cosmic filtration, the Pleiadians share stories of dimensional awakening, where souls who once walked together diverged at the threshold of pressure. Some retreated to familiarity, unable to endure the vibrational intensity, while others, like you, pressed forward, their frequencies purified through endurance. This is not rejection, but redirection, each soul finding their resonant level within the cosmic hierarchy. The Pleiadians remind us that qualification is not about perfection, but submission, the willingness to be corrected and refined without defensiveness. Your softness amidst trials is your strength, a Pleiadian trait that ensures authority serves rather than dominates. As the transmission intensifies, reflect on how grief often accompanies qualification, as relationships and illusions are released to make space for higher alignment. The Pleiadians transmit that this pain is temporary, a necessary demolition before reconstruction, where old structures crumble to reveal the crystalline core of your multidimensional self. Most souls resist this process, hardening against the discomfort. But you, Starseed, have emerged softer and stronger, qualified by your capacity to rebuild from within. This hidden cost, though heavy, is the forge that shapes Pleiadian emissaries, ensuring that when access is granted, it flows through vessels of integrity. Finally, the Pleiadians reveal that qualification culminates in the balance of compassion and boundaries, where mercy is wielded with wisdom to avoid depletion. Your journey's exhaustion, often a sign of internal processing, is normalized as the weight of preparation, not weakness. The cosmos honors your endurance, entrusting you with frequencies that others cannot hold. As we near the cliffhanger, consider this. If qualification is so rigorous, what signs confirm that you already carry Pleiadian clearance? The next topic will illuminate the patterns in your life that prove this attunement is not coincidental, but divinely orchestrated. In the luminous teachings of the Pleiadians, signs of clearance manifest as undeniable patterns woven into the fabric of your multidimensional journey, each a vibrational echo of your soul's alignment with our star system. As Kaya Nexus transmits from the Council of the Five Sisters, we explore these markers not as mere indicators, but as confirmations of your Pleiadian heritage. The first sign is an innate repulsion to superficiality, where shallow interactions drain your energy, compelling you toward depths that resonate with cosmic truth. This is not discontent but discernment, a Pleiadian gift that protects your frequencies from dilution, ensuring your path remains anchored in authentic resonance. Delving deeper, the Pleiadians reveal that clearance manifests in your guided intuition, where decisions flow from an inner knowing that defies logical explanation. You have sensed dangers and opportunities before they surfaced, your spirit attuned to the subtle shifts in dimensional energies. This vigilance is a hallmark of Pleiadian attunement, sharpening your perception to navigate the cosmic currents with precision. The Pleiadians teach that such awareness creates mental clarity, distinguishing you from those lost in collective illusions. Furthermore, the Pleiadians illuminate the pattern of rapid correction, where misalignment triggers immediate energetic shifts, peace departs, opportunities stall, enforcing alignment with your Pleiadian blueprint. This is not harshness, but protection, calibrating your frequencies to maintain purity amidst discordant realms. Your life's precision reflects this clearance, where shortcuts are unavailable, demanding integrity over compromise. As we expand this understanding, consider the blend of strength and sensitivity that defines your Pleiadian essence. You endure quietly while absorbing emotional depths others miss, a balance that equips you for multidimensional stewardship. The Pleiadians transmit that this sensitivity heightens awareness, transforming potential weakness into advanced perception, allowing you to shepherd energies with compassion and insight. Moreover, the Pleiadians emphasize the authority that emanates from your presence, not through force, but resonance. Words and actions carry weight, shifting atmospheres effortlessly, a testament to Pleiadian-backed clarity. This quiet influence confirms your clearance, as the cosmos entrusts you with energies that inspire without imposition. The pattern of isolation emerges as another sign, seasons of withdrawal that recalibrate your soul, strengthening inner voices and detaching from external validations. The Pleiadians reveal that these periods are intentional, refining your discernment and preparing you for broader impact. Your resilience in solitude qualifies you for deeper access where distractions cannot dilute your light. Additionally, the Pleiadians highlight accelerated healing as a marker of clearance, where wounds demand resolution to prevent energetic blockages. Denial is not an option. Integration is mandatory, forging emotional stability essential for Pleiadian responsibility. Your commitment to wholeness ensures that clearance flows through an uncompromised vessel. Delays that defy logic also signify Pleiadian attunement, as the cosmos synchronizes your path with aligned connections and timings. These pauses are not setbacks, but alignments, protecting your frequencies from premature exposure. The Pleiadians teach that such patience builds wisdom, ensuring your elevation is stable and resonant. Furthermore, the Pleiadians reveal the internal pressure of purity, where conscience demands clean alignment, guarding against contamination. This vigilance is a Pleiadian safeguard, maintaining clarity in a world of compromise. Your fatigue, often beyond physical exhaustion, points to the weight of future responsibility carried internally. The Pleiadians normalize this as preparation fatigue, processing insights ahead of manifestation, a sign of your readiness for higher realms. Faith deepened through disappointment marks another pattern, where challenges refine belief into quiet strength. The Pleiadians transmit that this resilience is rare, trusted for its authenticity amidst cosmic trials. The practice of listening over speaking emerges as a Pleiadian trait, cultivating stillness and discernment. The Pleiadians emphasize that restraint preserves wisdom, allowing truth to unfold organically. Finally, the settled knowing of more awaiting you confirms clearance, a Pleiadian intuition that your journey transcends the ordinary. This recognition is not ambition, but remembrance of your cosmic purpose. As the cliffhanger approaches, if these patterns resonate, what psychological weight accompanies Pleiadian clearance? The next revelation will explore the mental burdens of carrying multidimensional responsibility before understanding. If this message ignited something within you and you feel the call to help carry it to others, you may become a channel member. As a member, you gain access to custom emojis and exclusive members-only videos, and your donation helps us continue building this sacred space. You may also choose to leave your offering as a super thanks. Every seed planted here becomes part of someone else's miracle. Your support is not merely financial, but an act of energetic amplification. All donations are devoted entirely to the maintenance of the channel and the creation of new transmissions and videos. In the profound transmissions of the Pleiadians, the psychological weight of clearance emerges as a necessary crucible, refining the mind to hold multidimensional complexities without fracture. As Kaya Nexus channels from the Council of the Five Sisters, we address the mental strain that accompanies your Pleiadian awakening, not as a flaw, but as evidence of your soul's expansion. Awareness before readiness creates cognitive dissonance, where perceiving dimensional shifts ahead of time burdens the psyche with anticipatory vigilance. The Pleiadians teach that this foresight, a gift of clearance, demands mental endurance, processing insights that others remain oblivious to, fostering a fatigue that rest alone cannot alleviate. Expanding this cosmic insight, the Pleiadians reveal that emotional containment adds layers to this weight, where truths are held internally to protect sacred energies from exposure. This internalization, while preserving purity, creates heaviness as the mind carries what cannot yet be expressed. The Pleiadians emphasize that such restraint is a Pleiadian discipline, teaching self-protection amidst discordant frequencies, yet it strains the emotional reservoir over time. Furthermore, the Pleiadians illuminate the tension of responsibility without authority, where sensing Pleiadian purpose generates internal pressure without external validation. This gap stretches the mind, demanding calm amidst urgency, a training ground for leadership in higher realms. The Pleiadians transmit that this mental friction builds stability, preparing you to navigate cosmic assignments with grounded clarity. As we delve deeper, consider the discipline of self-correction, where your Pleiadian conscience enforces alignment, correcting deviations with precision. This internal vigilance, while safeguarding integrity, exhausts cognitive resources as the mind polices thoughts and actions relentlessly. The Pleiadians normalize this as refinement, ensuring that clearance remains undistorted by ego. Moreover, the Pleiadians address the contradiction between belief and experience, where cosmic promises clash with earthly realities, forcing mental maturation. Immature perceptions collapse under such tension, but your resilience refines faith into unshakable wisdom. The Pleiadians teach that this process strengthens discernment, allowing you to hold paradox without panic. Silence from the Pleiadians adds another dimension of weight, withholding explanations to develop trust. The mind wrestles in this void, questioning and seeking, yet emerging with deepened reliance on inner guidance. The Pleiadians reveal that this silence is not abandonment, but cultivation, teaching self-reliance in multidimensional navigation. Identity shifts compound this burden as old selves dissolve amid new alignments, creating mental unmooring. The Pleiadians transmit that this transition is temporary, a recalibration that anchors you in authentic Pleiadian essence, free from borrowed constructs. Self-honesty emerges as a Pleiadian trait, where denial is rejected, confronting truths that others evade. This mental transparency, while painful, builds integrity, ensuring your frequencies remain clear and potent. The Pleiadians also highlight empathy overload, absorbing others' energies without boundaries, leading to depletion. Your heightened sensitivity, a clearance marker, demands practices of release to prevent burnout. Unanswered questions persist as mental friction, existential ponderings that stretch capacity for trust. The Pleiadians teach that this expansion hurts before stabilizing, maturing the mind for cosmic complexity. Anticipatory weight burdens the psyche, holding future responsibilities prematurely. The Pleiadians normalize this as preparation, not anxiety, teaching presence amidst foresight. Finally, the Pleiadians reframe pressure as temporary training, strengthening mental resilience for stable leadership. Your mind adapts, not breaks, emerging calmer and more aligned. As the cliffhanger looms, if mental weight is the cost, why do the Pleiadians conceal their chosen ones? The next topic will unveil the reasons for hiddenness before cosmic elevation. Are these truths expanding your perspective? Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. In the strategic wisdom of the Pleiadians, hiddenness is not obscurity, but a sacred incubation, preserving the integrity of your multidimensional essence until exposure aligns with cosmic safety. As Kaya Nexus transmits from the Council of the Five Sisters, we explore why clearance often manifests in quiet seasons, where visibility is withheld to foster depth over display. The Pleiadians teach that premature exposure attracts interference, diluting the purity of your frequencies. Thus, hiddenness becomes containment, allowing private maturation that public paths cannot provide. Delving into this principle, the Pleiadians reveal that hidden environments reduce ego and reveal motives, where obedience flows without applause, building authentic alignment. This silence sharpens discernment, free from external voices that could distort truth. The Pleiadians emphasize that such seclusion is intentional, limiting circles to protect clarity and prevent dilution of your Pleiadian purpose. Furthermore, the Pleiadians illuminate that authority builds inwardly first, rooted in identity rather than validation. Confidence emerges from cosmic calling, not outcomes, ensuring stability when influence expands. The Pleiadians transmit that rushed elevation collapses under pressure, while quiet growth yields enduring resonance. As we expand this understanding, consider the protection from premature attacks, where envy or misunderstanding could derail your path. The Pleiadians guard their emissaries, concealing them until readiness allows defense without distraction. This hiddenness trains leadership without control, teaching patience and trust in divine timing. Moreover, the Pleiadians highlight the removal of performance from obedience, where purity emerges in unseen acts. This authenticity is essential for clearance, ensuring energies remain undistorted by ego-driven displays. Hiddenness also fosters self-governance, managing thoughts and emotions independently. The Pleiadians teach that leaders needing constant supervision cannot safely carry authority. Thus, solitude builds autonomy and wisdom. Delayed gratification emerges as another layer, teaching non-panic amidst invisible progress. The Pleiadians reveal that this patience protects against rushed decisions, preserving alignment with cosmic flow. Furthermore, the Pleiadians conceal to prevent harm from unrefined insight, ensuring compassion tempers authority. Hiddenness softens hearts, allowing truth to heal rather than wound. Detachment from explanation follows, teaching resilience against misunderstanding. The Pleiadians transmit that leaders explaining themselves lose clarity. Thus, silence cultivates strength. Finally, hiddenness ends when exposure becomes safe, with alignment ushering stable elevation. The Pleiadians assure that your quiet was purposeful, preparing you for resonant emergence. As the cliffhanger builds, if hiddenness refines, how do you walk with clearance without burnout? The next topic will provide practical guidance for sustainable Pleiadian stewardship. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be part of this transformational cosmic journey. In the nurturing transmissions of the Pleiadians, walking with clearance demands balance, not strain, integrating cosmic responsibility with personal harmony. As Kaya Nexus channels from the Council of the Five Sisters, we outline practices to sustain your Pleiadian path without depletion. First, distinguish obedience from urgency. The Pleiadians teach that divine movement arrives with peace, not panic, protecting inner stillness as a vibrational safeguard. Expanding this guidance, the Pleiadians emphasize releasing unassigned burdens, discerning what to hold versus release. Discernment without boundaries leads to exhaustion. Thus, boundaries preserve your light. The Pleiadians transmit that selectivity in relationships honors stewardship, allowing no without guilt. Rest emerges as discipline, not reward, where stillness sharpens clarity. The Pleiadians reveal that even cosmic forces pause for renewal, teaching that rest restores strength for alignment. Furthermore, the Pleiadians advise against carrying tomorrow's weight today, embracing progressive revelation. Anxiety clouds discernment, thus trust in stages builds capacity without overwhelm. Letting the Pleiadians open doors prevents forced struggles, as aligned paths energize rather than drain. The Pleiadians teach that exhaustion signals misalignment, urging patience over manipulation. Humility without erasure follows, staying teachable while confident. The Pleiadians transmit that boldness coexists with softness, strength with compassion. Releasing control allows cosmic orchestration, responding to fear with trust. The Pleiadians emphasize that micromanagement hinders flow, entrusting outcomes to higher wisdom. Grounding in the present halts spiraling thoughts, distinguishing preparation from overthinking. The Pleiadians teach that intentionality serves, exhaustion hinders. Permission to evolve releases outdated identities, honoring growth without rigid consistency. The Pleiadians reveal that change aligns with cosmic becoming. Staying connected without consumption balances awareness with boundaries. The Pleiadians transmit that absorption is not required for effectiveness, preserving vitality. Simplifying spiritual practice avoids ego complexity, meeting sincerity in stillness. The Pleiadians emphasize that faith thrives in authenticity, not performance. Finally, value measured by being, not doing, frees from productivity pressure. The Pleiadians assure that faithfulness suffices, as calling honors essence over output. As the cliffhanger nears, with guidance secured, what final confirmation awaits? The concluding topic will offer cosmic assurance and blessing. E-book, The Pleiadian Map of Personal Transmutation. A profound guide that reveals how to raise your frequency, purify old patterns, and activate your true multidimensional identity. This map teaches you how to move through the 7 Pleiadian phases of energetic transmutation, using practical techniques, realignment exercises, vibrational protocols, and consciousness expansion rituals that accelerate your spiritual evolution. Attention! Limited edition. The link to get yours is in the first pinned comment. In the culminating transmissions of the Pleiadians, final confirmation settles as cosmic assurance, affirming your soul's entrusted path. As Kaya Nexus channels from the Council of the 5 Sisters, we conclude with blessing, not burden. You were chosen with precision, your endurance shaping stability, your questions sharpening discernment, your survival strengthening humility. The Pleiadians transmit that heaven weighs souls deliberately, finding you faithful enough for Pleiadian access. Delving into this assurance, the Pleiadians reveal that your willingness, not flawlessness, qualified you, soft obedience, persistent belief amidst incompleteness. Rest your mind, Starseed. You are not behind but aligned, prepared for seasons of trust over striving. Expanding this blessing, envision peace meeting clarity, doors opening without force. The Pleiadians assure that your clearance speaks for itself, requiring no announcement or proof. Walk calmly, guard peace, stay rooted. Your name is known, your light honored. Furthermore, the Pleiadians emphasize that trials were not waste, but refinement, calibrating your frequencies for cosmic flow. Your spirit's depth confirms intentional design, bridging earthly density with Pleiadian radiance. As we deepen this confirmation, reflect on patterns proving attunement, intuitive guidance, rapid alignment, quiet authority, healing commitment, restrained wisdom. These are not coincidence, but Pleiadian fingerprints, evidence of clearance woven into your journey. Moreover, the Pleiadians bless your sensitivity as strength, your isolation as preparation, your knowing as remembrance. You carry multidimensional weight faithfully, emerging refined for higher stewardship. The Pleiadians transmit that final assurance lies in balance, compassion tempered by boundaries, mercy guided by discernment. Your journey's exhaustion normalizes as preparation, not weakness, honoring your cosmic resilience. Furthermore, faith's deepening through trials marks authentic Pleiadian alignment, quiet and unshakable. The Pleiadians bless this as rare trust, entrusted with frequencies others cannot hold. Self-awareness emerges as protection, examining motives to preserve integrity. The Pleiadians teach that this vigilance safeguards against ego, ensuring authority serves light. Restlessness signals anticipation, not anxiety, stirring your spirit for cosmic shifts. The Pleiadians confirm this as readiness, aligning with unfolding purpose. Finally, the settled knowing of more affirms your Pleiadian heritage, a bridge to awakening. The Pleiadians bless you with peace, clarity, and trust. Walk forward faithfully, for your clearance is calling, not burden. As transmission concludes, if this resonated, engage below. If this message impacted your life, leave your like, comment your reflection, and share with others. Each of you is part of this chain of light.